Let's talk a bit about this red line, the motion path, and what you can do with it and how you can create an ease out, ease in, or ease in and out, so you have a very smooth animation on the motion path. Firstly, I'm gonna come to the opacity next keyframe when it's 100 and take it down to something like this. Okay, so we have a very clear visibility for you guys. Now the motion path is composed of two keyframes, okay, because we have two keyframes in the timeline, and we have these small points here, or dots if you like. These represent frames. So when the playhead is playing from one frame to the other, the video is moving from one frame to another on the dots over here. Very easy concept, don't worry even about it. You remember guys, when I pressed Shift C and went to the Y position, this is the Y position over here, I did not click on the keyframe and came to smoothen it. It doesn't work from here. How does it work? You come over to one of the keyframes and simply right click and you have smooth. Here you are. So it has smoothened the keyframe. You can see it in the graph. And then you have a white bar that has been created. This white bar has two controls, the outer one and the middle one, or the inner one. The outer one, if you click on it and move it, it changes the shape of the motion path. So now it's moving from this keyframe going down and up. I will scrub through to show you. Here you are. Your video is moving on the motion path. Now you can do the same for the other keyframe. We have only two here. We right click and smoothen it. As soon as you smoothen it, because we played a bit with the bars, then it's gonna give you a funny loop somewhere or some funny attitude. Doesn't really matter, just click on the outer dot and just move it around to create a smooth motion path the way you would like. Okay, I'm gonna do it just like this. Now if you play your video, here you are, you notice how the video is moving on the motion path. So this is about adjusting the motion path the way you would like. And here you are, you can do it, for example, just like this. Okay, whatever you like, you can extend it and so on. I'm gonna come over to here and just put it back to linear, and I'm gonna work only with this one to show you how to create an ease in, meaning it's gonna come at a certain speed, and when it gets nearer to this keyframe, it's gonna go slowly. Let's click on the small dot inside, or the inner one, and then take it outside. You notice now the space in between the frames, or the white dots, you notice has been increased, meaning it's gonna take less frames to jump to this keyframe. So actually this is not an ease in, this is a speed in if you like. But now if you click again and drag it towards the inside, okay, of course it doesn't go left and right, it's just on the line, you notice how the space in between the frames is becoming smaller, which means to cross this distance is gonna take more time. And that's how you create an ease in using the motion path. Now if you play the animation from in and out, notice how it's gonna ease in very slowly. Okay, very cool. Click on it, stop it, and right click and say make it linear. And this one also, I think we did it linear. And come back here, right click and say smooth it. I'm not gonna move the outer one, I'm gonna click on the inner one and just drag it over here. And if you play your animation now, you have a very nice ease in and very beautiful animation. So actually, if you take note, it's very easy. Just right click on the keyframe, make it smooth. Now you can hold it and move the path to create it the way you would like. And you can come to the inner one and just make it, left and right to create an ease in or a speed in if you like. Let's create a speed in and leave it there. Okay, that's the maximum I can go. Here you are. That's what's happening. Up, it's gonna be speedier to come in. Thank you guys. I hope this was very fun, and I hope you play with your motion path. Don't worry, in your video editing, sometimes it's gonna be very important to create your famous transitions and your famous, for example, intros and outros. I will see you in the next lecture.